Welcome back, everyone. I'm Shari, and it's another Tip Tuesday. Today, we're going to wrap up our series on using Copilot to manage events, but I want to preface that this has been based on attending a conference, but you can use some of these techniques for just about anything. And in this case, our business challenges, we have a lot of notes. Maybe they're just mine, and maybe we have a collection of them from other people. So the scenario is we attended a conference. All of the attendees kind of scattered to the wind and focused in on their specific topic areas. Now, as a group, we need to come back together and figure out what is our action plan? What can we take away from this investment that we made in our time and money for that conference? Before the conference, we all decided that we would use OneNote to capture our notes. And if you haven't done that, it is a fabulous tool. But that's another session. All right, I have my OneNote notebook for TechCon 365, and I have some fictitious notes. And actually, I'm really excited about the topics that Copilot picked for me to summarize and create notes from, because some of these are really amazing sessions and really good friends of mine. So let's get into the prompt. On the right-hand side in OneNote, I have added a prompt that says, create an executive summary for our team that includes the top 5 themes across the sessions, the most important takeaways for improving Microsoft adoption, recommend the next steps we should take in the next 30 days, identify any risks, concerns, or unanswered questions that came up in the notes, and the short list of ideas we should explore further. Now, I've asked this to write in a clear professional tone, so let's go ahead and see what Copilot comes up with. Now, Copilot is thinking, and it's going through a series of steps looking at my notes, and it's giving me an overview. But just for the sake of time, I'm pausing the video, and we'll come back to what it answers for us. Okay, Copilot is done thinking, and it's walking me through its train of thought and the reasoning that it used in 6 steps. Let's see what the result was. We have an executive summary, 5 themes across the sessions, most important takeaways for improving adoption, recommended steps for the next 30 days, and then unanswered questions raised in the notes. Now, at the very bottom, we have a short list of ideas to explore further. A lot of words here, but I really need to boil it down to something that's more usable. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Now, it is giving me some suggestions on what it would like me to do next, but I do have a follow-up prompt, so let's add that one. Now, turn the recommended next steps into a simple action plan and create a table with these columns: action item, why it matters, owner role, priority, suggested timeline, and related session theme. Let's go ahead and see what it comes up with. Okay, great. Here's my 30-day action plan for adoption and the bullet points in the format that I asked it for. And it's giving me even some leadership guidance for how to use that plan. All right, let's do one more. Create a short email that I can send to the team summarizing what we learned from TechCon 365 and inviting them to review the proposed next steps. Again, we'll give it some time to think and see what it comes up with. And it has drafted my email for me, including a subject and the body of the email. Now, depending on how I want to share this information, I could export it out to Word, I could create an agenda, it could go into a SharePoint site, I could create a planner board, whatever that might be. Those might be some next steps for this. But the key thing here is we took 12 pages of notes from different sessions from different people and boiled it down to what's really important. And if you've ever attended a big conference, something like this is just so crucial for where do I start once I get back, because my brain is already full. That's my tip for this week. Thank you for joining me, and I hope I will see you at TechCon 365 in Chicago next week. I have 2 sessions, one with Christian Buckley and one that I'm doing on my own. So be sure to check my social media for the cool topics that we're going to be covering. And until next time, I'm Shari, and it's my job to make your job easier.